Hey there, welcome to Cabbage Patch Soap. My name is Laura, and today we will be making a coffee soap with coffee grounds. So, I will go ahead and, we also need to cut the soap that we made last time. So, I'm just going to get my chat set up real quick. Let's see here. This should just take a minute to set up. And this is the soap we made last time. It smells really good. I'm just going to demold it really quick. And this soap, the soap that we made should turn brown. Hi, Lorna, welcome. Should just take a minute here. Let me fix the chat. It doesn't seem to. There it goes. Okay. Alright, I think I finally got it working. There. Okay. Looks like everything is set up now. Hi, Stacy. Welcome. Alright. Give me 1 second here to just check something real quick. Okay. Alright. Alright, everything looks good. So this soap that we made last time was the vanilla cupcake. And the top part, we did not put the fragrance in so that it could have white on top, like the frosting. The darkening color that's going to happen is from the vanilla or vanillin that's in the vanilla part of the fragrance. And sometimes so what that does is it'll turn the soap brown over time. And sometimes that vanillin will like the browning will kind of seep up into the other layer. So it may be that the top will also turn brown, or it'll be or along the bottom where it touches, like where the brown and white meet, there might be, like, I don't know how to describe it, almost like an ombre effect where it starts to turn brown. And that's completely normal, and there's nothing really that could be done about it. It's totally fine. Okay, so here is how that turned out. You see it's got the white on the top. Hi Wanda, welcome. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this, and then we have a couple things to I have a couple things to show you before we make the new soap. So let me just pull this forward, see if I can get it to. Oh wow, this is all crooked. Let me fix that. I'm gonna move it back a little bit so you guys can see. There we go. Hopefully nobody gets motion sickness. All right. Okay. So let's just line this up really quick. And I'll pull this a little further forward. What I'm trying to do is avoid knocking this other mold off the table. I'll do this one first real quick. This is the individual bar. That way I can move this aside and it'll be out of the way. 1 second. I'm just going to pull this one out. There we go. So you can see here how it's darker along the top. That's the color that this is going to turn. Right now it's just kind of a creamy brown, almost like a milky coffee color. And the top he's got the white swirls, and you can see the dark from the coffee underneath, or not the coffee, I'm sorry, the vanilla, how it's darkening underneath, and those dark spots will get darker, and that will kind of help this white swirl show up better. It smells really good though. Okay, let me set this on the paper. I'm going to move this out of the way. That way we can move this forward. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and slice this. Oops. There we go. Let's line this up. Okay, that looks good. Okay, there we go. All right, I'll go ahead and pull the first one out. So see how it's got this dark line around the edge, and then it's got this kind of creamy color in the middle, and then the top is white. So the whole bar will turn this dark color, and then the top will hopefully remain white. But like I said, where the white meets the brown, it may, like, that line might not stay sharp. It might kind of migrate up a little bit, and that's totally normal. So if you see that, that doesn't mean anything. It's just the color. I mean, the fragrance doing that. It smells really good. Has a really nice vanilla scent to it. This is the vanilla cupcake. So this is how it looks here. That's the top. And I put a little bit of that sparkle on top because I felt like cupcakes, they need a little sparkle or something on top. Or sprinkles or something. One day we should do like a birthday cake or something and I can make sprinkles out of soap. Okay, and then this is what the little end pieces look like. And these look cut up for samples. Yes, Wanda, I got my box. Thank you. I did get it. And in fact that's what I'm gonna show next is what you sent me. So first I gotta set this aside on the shelf real quick and I'll put this cutter away. So if you guys are new, or if you haven't visited Wanda's channel yet, you should. She does Wednesdays. She does the drawing out of the monkey coconut. And she also does a lot of crafts and mostly like resin, but she does some other things too. You guys should check out her channel. And it's Wanda's Blessed Creations. Also, you guys should check out Stacy's channel. She's got one, Stacy, the crafty cat, and she's also got Instagram. And you guys should share the links to your channels, all of you. If you have a channel or social media that you want to share, that way we can go follow and support each other. Okay, I'm gonna go. Let me put this. Almost forgot that one. There we go. All right, move this paper. And I'm going to clean this off just so that we get most of the soap off of it before I put it back on the shelf. All right, that should be good. That soap smells really good. If you like vanilla fragrances, and if you like fragrances that are not overpowering, that's a good one. It's a really nice, like bakery vanilla smell. A little bit buttery isn't really the right word, but it kind of smells like how baked fresh goods kind of have that baked smell to them. It has a little bit of that in there. It's really nice. I'm going to put this on the shelf really quick. Okay, so here we go. Let's clean this off. And so I bring up the Wednesday giveaway videos because I won the drawing. It was super exciting. I did not expect to win because she had literally just put my name in there. And hi, Francis, welcome. Okay, and so this is what I got. So it came in this lovely bag, and let me show you what she sent me. It's so awesome. Okay, so it's got these cute molds. So let me just take them out. And so here's what the molds look like. Let me get them out of the bag so you can see. And this is what these ones look like. They're kind of like an oval shape, and they've got a butterfly pattern in there and flowers. It doesn't show on the other side, so hopefully you can see the detail in there. It's really pretty. I had a couple ideas for these. I think it might be cute to make maybe some Valentine's Day soaps out of these or something. So we will have to do that on another day when we make soaps. Or maybe even I could do like a pre-recorded video or something and show you guys. And I have I got a little piece of the packing in here. Let me get this out. Oh no, that's a piece of soap, of course. Is it? Yeah, looks like a piece of the soap. Okay, here's this one. This is cute. It's got like a little summery, like beach, like palm tree leaves or something. And I thought that'd be cute for like summertime. And these bars are different shapes. You can see there's squares and ovals. There's that one. And then this one's really cute. It's got little bees with honeycomb on it. And this one's got a flower. And this one, whoops. And these are oval shaped also. This one has a great big sunflower. But those are really cute. It'd be another good spring or summer one. And this one is interesting. This one's got like lacy designs. Let me show you from far away first. It's got like rectangles and ovals. And then if you look at it, if the camera's going to pick it up, it's got really a really fine like details. So it looks like lace. And they're all different. Really, really pretty. So thank you, Wanda. Just reading what you guys are saying really quick. Hi, Barb. Welcome. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put these aside so they don't get any of the soaping stuff on them. But what we'll do, in fact, I'm going to put them back in here. This is what I found is the best way is the little bags that they send you is to keep them in there because that seems to keep like the dust and the mica and stuff off of them just so that you don't get any like accidental coloring. Like you don't actually don't accidentally dye them before you mean to. Oh, did I drop one? I don't think so. I think one of them just didn't have a bag. But anyways, this is a good way. And then what I also do is I put them in a plastic bin with a lid so that they can't get dirty later. Oh wait, this isn't. This one didn't have one. Okay. This is I'm wondering if I'm putting them in the wrong bags. No, this looks like it fits. Okay. Yeah, they do. They all have different designs. Exactly. So there'll be a lot to choose from. I should get a beach scent. I think I have one still, but a beach scent to use for the summery design. I know I have one that's it's called Ocean Scent, and then I could probably get a couple more. We could do some like beachy scents with it or something. These are also good for sea salt type bars because those harden really quick and sometimes you can't cut them, or when you do they crumble, so using them in this kind of a mold is usually better. Okay. Another thing you can do with the silicone molds is, as long as the bags are clean on the outside, if you have a mold like this that doesn't have its own bag, if this is clean, you could turn it upside down like that, and that will keep the dust out of it. And then until you can get them into a plastic like box or something. So that's those molds, and this will be, like I said, this will be really fun to make later. I also have a friend who orders soap from me like in bulk, and I'm thinking we could do some fun soaps with that too, because sometimes we try different things like for the holidays, whatever. I was thinking for maybe for Valentine's Day or for Easter, making some and seeing what she thinks of those. So, because she does different shaped soaps too, so like that's what she orders. She doesn't order the rectangle ones usually, so those would be really good to try and see if she likes them. Yeah, the butterflies are really pretty. Let's see what you guys are saying real quick. Oh yeah, Wanda. I saw that when you had two orders. I was like, well, so I put them in one box, and they have the same tracking number that way, so that less chance of one of them getting lost. Um, and thank you, by the way, for the order. I hope you like the body butter. Um, it's very, very, very ultra moisturizing. You only need a tiny bit. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you before I forget, guys, is I think Stacy, right? Didn't you ask about this, the blackberry mica from Nurture Soap? I know you were. I think you were asking about it if I had it, because you're wondering what it looked like, and I didn't at the time. So let me just open this. I just got this. I ordered from their Black Friday sale, and I tried a couple different like new colors I wanted to try out. And um let me just open this carefully without poofing it everywhere. So let's take a look at how this color looks. It's like a dark, very dark purple. It almost looks like almost black, but you kind of see around the edge that it's more of a purple color. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up. So got gloves on. So this is what it looks like. It's very dark and it's got like a purple, um it's almost like pearlescent purple. So like a black with like a pearlescent purple is what that looks like to me. Or like a dark purple with a light purple pearlescence. It's very, very pretty. I don't know what this will look like in the soaps that I make, but this would be very pretty mixed in oil drizzled on top of something. So maybe what we can do when we do the blackberry vanilla, I can try that with this mica with the little drizzle. And I think in things like resin, it'll give it a really pretty effect. It'll look dark, but have like a purple like sheen or opalescence to it. And in melt and pour soap, because that's clear, this would be really, really pretty. It would look almost metallic probably. And let's see. Oh yeah, Francis, the lemongrass soap is going to need at least like 4 to 8 weeks to cure. All the soaps need time to cure, otherwise they're going to be really, really soft and they'll dissolve right away when you wash with them. Yeah, this is really pretty, Stacy. I'm really glad I ordered this one, especially since we're doing the food soaps. So that blackberry, when we do the blackberry vanilla, I'll hopefully I'll remember to use this. You guys need to remind me. And you love the vanilla roll-on you ordered. I'm so glad you like it. Thank you. Yeah, those roll-ons are great. Once I figured out how to make those, it's fantastic because um you have a wearable perfume and they're like basically like travel size. You can put them in your purse or your pocket or whatever and carry them around, and they're really convenient. So there's that. So that's the blackberry mica that we'll need to try that soon. Let's see. You use my link. Thank you. Can't wait for it to call the company got to spray glitter things. Those things are fantastic. They're perfect for mica. That's what I use them for. They can be used. I think they can also be used with superfine glitter. I haven't tried with bigger glitter before, so I don't know. But I do use it for mica. It's fantastic. It smells good. Yeah, you smell good. I bet. Yeah, the vanilla is one of those that it always smells so nice. Here is the plan for the coffee soap. You see, like the star showers roll on, and this car freshy. Put in your car in the garage, and it went to go to the post office day. Got in the car, it smells so good. I'm glad those things are so fantastic. Every time I learn, like if I find something else, oh look, I can make this, and I try them out. And a lot of times, I'll try something. I'm like, okay, this is okay, but then every now and then you hit on something that's like really fun, and I'm like, oh, I gotta try this more. And those car fishes are the best. The only downside is that they have to soak in the jars. So like this is what it looks like. A little behind the scenes on the car fishies. Um, the beads start out like this, and then I have to dye them afterwards. See how they're sticking to the side of the jar here? If they're sticking to the side of the jar, that means they're not ready yet. They have to soak longer. Some of these took like over a month to soak. Others only take a few days. And you can dye them before, rather than leaving them clear like this. So this was a special order, and she wanted this blue color. And so I dyed, since she wants them all a solid color and she wants them all this color, I went ahead and dyed them first. And that looks, it just makes it a little easier so that when I go to make them, I don't have to remember to color them. But yeah, if um oops, let me put this back. They're trying to get away from me. There we go. I have a huge stack of glass jars here. It's probably not very safe, but anyways, but that's what they look like before I color them and put them in the designs and paint them and all that. They start out looking like that. Yeah, you did, Wanda. You got the love spell. The love spell is probably, of like the fruity fragrances, that's probably my most popular one. Just in general, it smells so good. It makes a really good perfume too. So Stacy, though, you were able to wear the perfume, but you weren't allergic to it. Because I know you were worried about being like having a reaction to it or something. It's the nice thing too about star showers. There's a few fragrances that are really wearable. Like some fragrances smell good, but you wouldn't want to wear them necessarily. But star showers is really wearable. Vanilla, of course, and that love spell is really wearable. There's another one I found that was really wearable, and so I actually am going to order a large bottle of it because it's just so amazing. And I'll show you guys that when I get it. I think we made I think we made a soap with it. I have to go back and check my notes, but when I smelled it, I thought, oh, this is definitely wearable. So yes, you can wear it just fine. Awesome. Okay, good. Yeah, I like to put as few things as possible, like as few ingredients as possible in my stuff, so that there's less things for people to have reactions to, including like my soaps and stuff like that. I try to keep things pretty basic because the more stuff you add, like the more different types of ingredients, the more chance there is that somebody won't be able to use it. So, um, okay, so let me explain what we're going to do with this coffee. So this is going to be the coffee soap. So I've got the coffee is the Colombian coffee fragrance. Smells really good. And what we'll do is we'll separate off a little bit and we will mix in some white, but I'm going to do it after I mix in the fragrance so that the white part will just become um it'll become like a light brown. So the soap will be like a dark brown and then this will be a light brown. And the part that we're not adding white to, I want to add some coffee grounds because this will give it some exfoliating. It'll be like a little bit scrubby. And I feel like this is not centered. Let me move this. I find that I'm going off out of frame here. Okay. And then in the coffee, so in the light water, I put in some coffee as well. So this will be super extra coffeeified. And this is what the light water looks like. It looks pretty nasty. But what we're going to do is we're going to strain out these little pieces. And the little pieces are not going to hurt anything. But the reason I'm doing it is because I want the dark part of the soap to have that gritty coffee texture for scrubby. And then the light brown part to not, so it looks smoother. Almost like you're pouring, like when you pour milk into coffee and there's that like moment where it swirls and there's like light and dark coffee. I want it to look kind of like that. Coffee bar with pumice and you love it. Yeah, that's what this will be like, but instead of pumice, it's coffee grounds. So it's a little bit gentler, but it will still have that scrubby feel to it. Perfume, you didn't see perfume, I thought was a sense. And so oh no, the Wanda, I meant the roll on. Oh yeah, roll on perfume. Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah. But I need to update my list on the roll on perfumes because I want to start offering some more fragrances and I think I want to make jasmine available. I think that would smell good as a wearable one. Okay, I'm going to put this face shield on real quick. Oh, just had a crochet hook in there. Okay, so I'm like obsessively pushing down the little bits of coffee to help them dissolve, even though like it's not necessary to do anymore. Okay. Um, yes. Okay, so here's the oil. So what we're gonna do, just like usual, we are going to pour. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pour this in. The mold. So here's the mold, and I want to use this little swirl thing to do the swirl with. So that's what this is for. I forgot to mention that. I'm just bending it back into shape here because it needs to be in shape. Straighten it out. Something else for me to mess with forever. Okay, that looks good. I have to make sure it goes through there smoothly so it doesn't catch and I don't spill it by accident. Okay, I'm going to put it over here. Oh, you use the pumice soap to get the resin off your hands? Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to get resin on your hands if you can avoid it, but the scrubby soaps really help with that kind of thing for sure. Or like if you like gardening, gets the dirt out really fast. All right, so I feel like I'm forgetting something. Probably am, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pour this in, and we're going to pour it through the sieve here, and that will get the little bits of coffee out. And I'm also going to, whoops. I'm going to clean off the spatula by scraping it on the side first, because I'm going to probably need to use it. And rather than doing what I should do, just get a new one. Yeah, I think I'll just get another one because nothing wrong with this one, but it's like the stuff isn't. Well, I guess now it is. Okay, maybe I was just doing it wrong. Yeah, I'll annoy myself if it leaves specks. All right, got a new one. Okay, all right, now for reals, we're gonna pour it in. Alrighty, pour this in. I'm gonna pour this in here, and then we will stick blend this, and you'll see it go dark, and that's completely fine because, like I mentioned, the coffee soap itself it has vanillin in it, that vanilla, so it's going to turn brown anyways. So that's totally fine. So that's the little bits of coffee that we got out. I set that over there. Put the old spatula in it. Okay, and then I'm going to just stick blend this a little bit. I was going to say it's already a coffee color, but I mean, obviously, because it literally has coffee in it. Okay. Um, Here is the part that we're going to pour off for the white. Alrighty, I'll put it in here. You want pumice too, Wanda? I have a couple pumice bars in my shop. I know I had. Well, I had a leather and grit one that's really good, but that one sold out. I can make, and I'll have more soon. And then I also have pheromone. Pheromone has pumice in it. I gotta double check my bars and see what else I have that still has pumice, but um, I'll find out for you because I do put pumice in different things because it is really, really scrubby. Maybe we can make one of the food ones, one of the next food ones scrubby. Okay, so I'm pouring off some coffee. This is like literally forbidden coffee. Okay, and then we're gonna mix white in this one. Oh, you know what we forgot? We forgot. I forgot, not we. I forgot it. I'm sorry. I forgot to put the fragrance in. Like it already smells like coffee, so I wasn't even thinking. Okay, so let me pour some of this in, and this will just boost and make it smell even more like coffee. Because sometimes after the soap turns into soap, the coffee smell from the coffee grounds will fade, and we don't want that. Okay, that's better. Jeez, can't believe I almost forgot the fragrance. Okay. I'm just checking it. I think this needs a little more. Just a little bit. There we go. And we will blend this again because we got to put the coffee grounds in. Whoa. And that's why we wear gloves. It splashed on my hand. This is already mixed with the oil, so it wouldn't have been very bad. Like, I could have just wiped it off and rinsed my hand. It would be fine, probably. But some people have very sensitive skin, and that would have probably been a nasty feeling for them. So make sure you wear gloves when you soap and eye protection of some kind. All right, so there's that. And now I'm going to mix in the white in this side. This will just, like I said, it'll just be like a lighter brown. And see how that's already like you got like more of a caramel color here and then like a darker coffee color there. But I'm going to add a little more because I know that this fragrance will continue to darken it, and I want to make sure there's enough so that when it darkens it'll be a lighter brown. It'll still be dark, but like I want like a light dark and a dark dark. There we go. That's better. Getting the white off the sides of the whisk here. Okay. Make sure it's really well mixed in there. Okay, now we're gonna, well, actually there's still some white stuck on the sides here. That's one of the benefits of having these clear clear ones, because when you're mixing in a small jug like this, it's easier to miss spots because you can't really get the full motion of the whisk. And since it's clear, I can see right through, and I can see what's sticking to the sides or what I'm missing. Okay, this looks good enough. Okay, and then this side is starting to thicken up. So let's hurry up and put the coffee grounds in. And whoops, there we go. Making a mess today. All right, maybe I need to drink the coffee. All right, get the air bubbles out. And so mix this in, and this will make a nice exfoliating scrubby bar. All right, there we go. And it's actually a good thing we're making this one. I think I sold my last bar of coffee recently. I think I might still have more in the shop, but I don't think so. I need to go back and check. But either way, this is good. So the dark side of the dark portion here is going to have the coffee grounds in it, and then the lighter portion won't. So hopefully it'll be very like visually interesting. And if not, it'll still smell good and feel good. So, and this is my new recipe, the one that I've changed the proportions around of the oil a little bit and added the almond oil. All right. Just checking what you guys are saying. Okay. Let me just pour this in real quick. And then we'll pour in the light colored one. And then some more of this dark colored. And then I will swirl it. Just tap it down. That's good. So already it looks like light and dark coffee. And pour some more in here. All right, that looks good. Just tap this out. Oh, perfect. Okay, let me swirl this here and we'll see. There we go. We got some nice light and dark batter on top, which is good. I want to swirl this, so that works out perfect. All right. I'll lay this towel out here so we can tap it on the table, flatten it out as much as possible. There we go. And then let's do like a swirl like this. I haven't done one of these in a little while. I think that looks good with coffee. So you got your nice swirly coffee. So that's how that one looks. That looks edible already. Okay, and then let me grab. I mean, already it'll never be edible, but you know what I mean. What did I do with my little individual? Aha. Here they are. Okay, so let's put the coffee in here. This still has the vanilla in it. There we go. Had little crumbs of vanilla soap stuck in there. All right. I'm gonna scrape all this off. Just making sure I'm still in frame. And then what we'll do for this one, since it's small, is if there's any of that light colored batter left, we'll put that on top. Let me just tap this down. There we go. I'm just scraping this out of the spatula here, so there we go. Trying to get it off of the the whisk. All right, now we can scrape this one. Try to do it so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. All right, I think I've gotten about as much out of this as I will be able to. Just clean off the spatula. There we go. Okay, so I take the same swirl stick here and just kind of swirl that around the edges a little and clean the sides. There we go. All right, so that looks pretty good. Got the little round individual bar, and that should darken. And oh, there's a little piece of soap over here. All right, this I want to clean the edges a little bit just so that I don't have to do it when it's after we cut it. So we'll go like that. Get that off of there. So this should not only smell really good like coffee, but also have coffee in it. And some people like having caffeine in their soap for one reason or another. I was making sure the soap filled that corner there. The little corner was kind of had dipped down a little bit, but it looks good now. Okay, there we go. Now I can clean this up. So I didn't put any sparkles on top of this one because I feel like coffee doesn't really, like, you don't normally put sprinkles on top of that. But that's why I did the swirl instead. It's like coffee that you just stirred. So hopefully the camera's picking that up. And it should have the nice swirls on the inside also. I just realized, I think when I mix this, I forgot to mark the bars, but that's okay. When I take it out and cut it, I'll be able to, or when I take it out before I cut it, I should be able to see the sides, see which way I swirled it. Now, let's see. Looks like I did it that way. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Like I said, I'll find out when I take it out. Let me just see what you're saying here. You like coffee cold only? Yes. Cold drinks are really good. Tastes like ice cream. Let me see what you guys are saying. I have to scroll up here. Looks like fudge, yes. Yep. Wish you could smell it. It does. It smells exactly like coffee because it's scented with that coffee scent is a really good true coffee fragrance. And then I have literal real coffee in there as well, both the coffee grounds and the brewed coffee. So it's definitely coffee forward, very much. Um, Let me see what you're saying here. You smell-o-vision? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, smell-o-vision would really help with this sort of thing. Some fragrances, though, when you first make the soap, they smell kind of dreadful, but then after the soap, uh, like becomes soap, and then the fragrance mellows out, it smells really, really good. I have a few that are like that. I'm like, well, I'm really glad that nobody can smell this because it doesn't smell like what it's supposed to yet. Um, but most of the time, like the coffee one smells great right out of the pot. Immediately, it smells good. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven. It's got oh, also in the lye water there was the sea salt and sugar, which I forgot to mention earlier. Let me take this headset off. There we go. Got the face shield off. So that will help the. This is already like a really bubbly soap, but the sugar and the soap helps it really get bubbly. And kind of think what else. I think that's it. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but Well, let me know if I forgot anything because I feel like I have. Well, this is going to bug me for a while. Probably as soon as I end the live stream, I'll remember. Well, we did the excuse me. We did the coffee because of the poll that I had. Coffee won that poll for the first one to make. The other ones where we have the second poll I did where we have like the different flavors that we could or fragrances that we could add in, like the banana and all that. What I'll do is we'll make the ones that we voted on first. So like probably next will either be the blackberry vanilla or the blueberry cobbler. I have to go back and see which one was second place. And then if I come across any that are like the coffee, for example, we could have added something to that. We could still do that. So when we finish the other ones, what we can do is go back and see which one of those can be mixed with something. So if you wanted, the coffee already has kind of like a little bit of vanilla to it, but we could add more. We could also add almond. And what was the other one? Coconut. Coconut might be good in the coffee. And there's a couple others where, like the vanilla itself, we could add something to the vanilla, like the coconut or the banana. Banana and vanilla would probably smell like, or like the banana and vanilla cupcake. That would probably smell like a banana cream pie. So there's a few different things that we could make by mixing the fragrances. You like coconut? Yeah, coconut is good. Yeah, I think because of the suntan lotion. In fact, the coconut is so like versatile that we could use it in a lot of different blends, and we could do like in the for the summertime do something mixed with the coconut, like coconut and pineapple or something, and make a fun like summery scent with it. Yeah, Stacy, exactly with the tropical leaves mold, it would be really good. All three banana, vanilla, and vanilla, banana, and coconut. Yep. Yeah, exactly. That would be really, really delicious smelling. Especially if you're going for like a food scent, like a bakery food scent, then doing the vanilla cupcake would be really good for that one. I was going to use the new mold for this small bar that we poured off, this individual one here. But then I realized by the time I was getting to the point where I was pouring that, it was too thick. Those molds with the detail look a lot better if the batter is more fluid because the batter needs to get down into those little crevices. So that's why I didn't. I was going to use it, and then I changed my mind because I was like, "Oh, that's not gonna. It's too thick." But um, different fragrances, or if I have one where I'm not working it as much, then it would totally work fine. You got burned out on vanilla. You used to use it all the time. Now you don't care for it as much. Yeah, but vanilla is in most. I would say probably half the fragrances that I look at. I don't know what the actual number is because there's like thousands of them, but there are so many fragrances that I think, oh, this would be really good for soap, and then I just end up not getting it because it has vanilla in it, not because I don't like the scent, but because it'll turn the soap brown. So I try, and honestly, like most of the good scents have vanilla. So um, if if you're like all I would make is brown soaps, so that's why I try really hard to get a good balance of soaps that brown and don't brown because as much as I love the fragrances of the brown soaps, I want to also be able to do colorful soaps. So this is kind of a fun idea to do all of the brown soaps kind of at once because, um, they'll just because it'll be fun to like challenge myself to come up with a different design for every brown soap so that they're not all just brown. We could even do like a gradient from like dark to light brown by adding white or something and see what that looks like. That might be interesting. So we could try that maybe for one of them, and also to see how much that first soap we made with the vanilla cupcake. I'm interested over the next few days to see if that brown migrates up or not. Sometimes it will, and sometimes it won't. If it doesn't, then we could maybe do like a bright blue for the blueberry cobbler, and have like a brown soap with like a blue or a bright blue swirl. That would look really pretty. You like musky scents and tropical scents the best? You like sandalwood and patchouli? Yep, I love sandalwood and patchouli. I have sandalwood. Um, I haven't made it in a while, but it smells really good. There's a few scents like I get burned out on just vanilla by itself, but it's mixed in with so many things that I'm like, oh, this smells really good, and it happens to have vanilla in it. But it's really good as like a complement to other things. You might not even notice that it's there. You had some of my sandalwood scented soaps. Possibly. I did make some a while back. I really like sandalwood. I used to make it all the time for my craft fairs, like when I'd sell in person. I'd make those. Always a really good one. That and patchouli. And I would make the patchouli like neon colors and blend it like a tie dye pattern. Well, as close as tie dye as you could get, because you swirl it and you don't know how it's going to really look. But that was fun. How is Miss Butterball? She's doing really good. She's sleeping right now, but I did post that video of her. There's going to be another one going up in a couple of days. I think it. Let me see if I remember what I did. Oh yes. Okay, there's another one of her coming in a couple of days, and I want to do videos of the other kittens as well. But the problem with doing the videos of them is I have them for such a short amount of time that by the time I'm able to do like a video or have like a video I can make of them, a lot of times by then they're already getting adopted. So um that's kind of a shame. That's why with her I'm kind of taking the opportunity to get a bunch of videos out because there are certain things where you need a long haired cat to demonstrate like how to groom them or how to whatever bathe them or whatever. Like when I showed in that bathing video how especially with the long, it happens with short hair cats too, but and dogs, but the longer the coat the better chance that you're going to miss a patch because it'll look wet but the fur is actually dry, and you have to get all the way down to the skin. And that's one of the reasons I always say to shampoo twice, because a lot of times the first time you shampoo, you're barely breaking the oil barrier, and the water is just going. That's the best way I can explain it. The water just going over the top. Even if the fur is wet all the way to the skin, it might not be clean. And then the second time you bathe them, they really get clean. Um, and it just makes a huge difference. So, but yeah, sometimes that's why with Butterball is I've done so many videos with her is because I needed a long haired cat to demonstrate all these things. Um, but I'll do more with the other kittens too, because the short hair cats also you bathe them the same way. It's just less, how do I put it, like you have less of a chance of missing something just because their fur is short. You can kind of see things more easily. You love Butterball. Everybody loves Butterball. She's so cute. She's like a little cloud with feet. She's really cute. An excellent video. Thank you. Yeah, they do look totally different after the bath. That's very true. This is Stacy says that your tumblers on her booth on Saturday are already sold 7 of them. That's awesome. Congrats. Yeah, your tumblers are very beautiful. I've seen a lot of people just make tumblers and they're all okay, but yours are really, really pretty. So I'm not surprised they sold, but I'm really glad that they did too. You would take her in a heartbeat if you could. I bet. I will say she's gonna be kind of, just because of the long hair, is going to be kind of a lot of like upkeep for whoever does adopt her. So hopefully they do keep up with her, grooming and stuff, because it's going to get out of hand if they don't brush her every day and all that. She'll get matted and stuff. So I always worry about that with long hair cats, but that's why I made the video so people can find that information if they do adopt a long hair cat, or if they adopt Butterball, they'll be able to see the videos of her. I mean, she's so laid back about the bath, like and the brushing and everything. Like you couldn't ask for a better temperament for a long haired cat because she's going to need constant grooming. Your husband will divorce you if you get another cat. The trick is to have him get the other cat. Yeah, she really is good natured. They're all really good natured. They're really cute. And the other ones, even though the others have short fur, it's really like a thick, dense coat. It's not the short, smooth, like thin fur, like what most cats that are, well, not most, I don't know, but a lot of the short hair cats have. It's like really, really, really dense. So when you brush them, you get a lot of undercoat out of them too. Can't have long hair to me for allergies. Yeah, it's a little bit worse when their hair is long because there's just more of it. You have cats and dogs? I can't have dogs here. Well, mostly it's because of just I don't have the time to train one right now, and I don't want an untrained dog. So, but someday. Once I have more free time, I intend to get one and train it. Yeah, they do take more time and attention, and they don't use a litter box, so that means making sure there's always somebody to help them out to use the bathroom, which is something else I wouldn't be able to do right now. I know they can hold it for a while, but I just would feel bad. Or like if something happened and I was out late, I would, yep, duty, exactly. But they're really good companions, so it's worth it if you're able to do it. I just don't want to get into. I don't want to make the animal suffer because I don't have the. I don't want to say the time because that doesn't sound nice, but it's like basically I just don't have the time to be able to give them the attention and care that they would need. So that's why I don't have one. I wouldn't feel right doing that to them. Should have taken a medium hair cat for a friend. Couldn't keep it. Oh no, your eyes are turning red and swollen. One I will say one thing is if you have allergies and if you ever do start having reactions to the cat, to whatever cat, bathing them really helps because it gets all the dander out. And as long as a cat will put up with the bathing, that can go a long way to help with allergies. So hopefully if you're ever going to somebody's house and they have cats and you're going to stay for a while, they'll bathe their cats before you get there so that and vacuum and dust and all that before you come so that the dander doesn't bother you. But yeah, you don't want the your pet cats to literally kill you because of the allergies. And some cats are just more hyperallergenic than others. Like supposedly the Russian blues are really good about that. Most people with allergies can tolerate the Russian blues. So that's another option. We get them in the shelter, and they get adopted right away by people who have allergies. So and they have really good temperaments too. Or you can get a hairless. You can, but the hairless, because they don't have their fur kind of holding the dander down, they actually create more dander. So you have to bathe them, and you also need to put clothes on them to keep them warm. So they're they can be better for allergies as long as you keep them bathed. But then they're also a little bit more work because you have to bathe them and clothe them and stuff like that. Yeah, because if you think about it, like um the fur on the cat is like the dander gets caught under the coat and stuff, but since there isn't a coat or like a very, I mean, they have kind of a coat. It's like a super fine, very tiny hairs, but because of that, the dander, as long as you bathe them, then yeah, it's not a problem. But if you don't bathe them, then it can actually be worse. Yeah, can't have more than one at a time. Yeah, he used to bother you in the beginning. Yeah, I could totally see that. Plus, you let him, or I mean, it just seems like you do so much with him that like he's not just sitting there making dander to make you sick. You interact with him and stuff, and it just seems like I don't know. I've always seemed to have a better experience with cats that I interacted with. And I don't know why. Maybe they're happier, so they make less dander. I'm not sure what the reason is. Your fur babies wear PJs. Exactly. I have a cat that I put a sweater on when he goes out in the winter, like on a leash. I don't let him run around outside, but take him out on a leash and put a sweater on him in the winter because it's like because he sees the snow and he wants to go out and play in the snow, but he's not acclimated, so put a sweater on him and he's okay with it as long as he tolerates it. Some cats hate having clothes on, but for him, since he doesn't have long fur, go and even if he did, like he's not acclimated to it, so that would be really bad for him. They have sweaters too. Yes, exactly. Plus, it's amusing. Some cats, like I said, they hate clothes, but since mine doesn't hate it, it's just cute to watch him walk around in this big sweater. I knitted, well, I crocheted it for him, so and it's made out of this micro fleece type yarn. I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's like that super extra soft stuff, so it's really really warm. Oh, he's cuddly. How cute. They're spoiled and stay in. That's actually good, Barb. I don't know how many heartbreaking stories I've heard of people's cats, like they're allowed out and then they end up getting hit or something or stolen. That's almost worse because you don't know what happened to them and you're just always left with a big question mark forever and there's no closure. So it's always better to keep them in if you're able to. Cuddly with you, but only with you. That's right. That's the best. It's the best when they choose you as very human, and it's so special. Especially since cats sort of they have this reputation of being really aloof. But I think that like people who own cats and they actually um, interact with them a lot and stuff, they know that's not really true. They're just picky about who they're cuddly with and who they love. Oh wow, Barb. Yeah, I wouldn't trust those hawks or eagles either. They will definitely they're little opportunists, they will definitely take your cats if they're able to carry them off. I always worry about that when I see outdoor cats that have kittens. I'm just like, oh boy, all the things that can eat something small. Yeah, cats do pick their people. That's very, very true. I think all animals do, um but like even dogs will be closer to one person than another, but I think dogs are just more open and just kind of well, it depends on the breed, but a lot of like the more friendly breeds, they're just so open, almost to the point where it's bad because they'll be super friendly with somebody robbing your house. You know what I mean? Like that joke. Um, some dogs, yeah. Anyways, but yeah, they still do pick a. I think they do still have like a favorite person, but since they're friendly with everybody, it's not seen as aloofness or seen as whatever it is that people blame cats for or accuse cats of. I mean, we should make like a pet page or something for us to post all of our pet pics and stuff. That would be fun. I used to have an Instagram. Well, I still have it, but I haven't updated it in ages. But um, with all the like animals, all the kittens and stuff, like their pictures. But I think I might have to start a new one. There needs to be a way where everybody can post. So I guess a Facebook group is probably the best way to go. Yeah, dogs are very social animals. Yeah. Zooey thinks he's a dog. Well, he does go out on a leash when you let him. Does he bark? I don't think he barks. He tries. How cute. And he runs off. He knows when something is his and he takes it and leaves. Like his catnip. Your cat says, Mama, how cute. It imitates the alarm clock. Oh no. Oh, how cute he greets you at the door. It's always special when the cat greets you. He wakes you up when you've overslept. He tells you when someone is here with the package. Well, he thinks it's for him. I mean, it might have snacks or something. You never know. He runs to the door to greet him. How cute. Well, it's true, Barb. If they think there's something in the package for them, they're going to alert you about that. You're welcome, Barb. You cats love them? Awesome. The the one that has a stick, that stick is a type of it's not really catnip. They call them catnip sticks, but that isn't what it is. It's called silvervine, and it has a similar effect on cats as catnip, and so yeah, it's not just a random stick I found. They're actually made for cats. If I had a dog, I'd learn about dog toys and make dog toys too and send them out, but I only currently have the supplies for cat toys. He took the catnip out of the package I sent you. He took the bag in his mouth and ran off with it. That's right. Then put it in his bed and laid on it. It's like a dragon laying on his pile of gold. He has to protect it. I used to package the catnip like loose in with toys. In fact, when I store the toys, like when I make them for my own cats and for the foster cats, I'll make all these toys and then I'll put them in a bag and I'll put the catnip loose in there to kind of infuse the toys with more and more catnip. But I feel like it's messy when you take it out of the package like that, so I stopped doing that. That is the look he gave you. That's right. He knows you're coming to take it away. He's like, "This is mine." She sent me the cutest picture of him sitting on his catnip. Ran, rolled in the catnip, ran around the house, and then crashed. I found the place that sells bulk catnip, and it's like this ultra potent like catnip, and it seems to be working because my cats, when I have to store it in a plastic box like a bin, otherwise my cats can find it and they know it's there. They get drunk off the catnip before they even get to the catnip. Like it's still in the package, and they're just laying outside the package upside down. It's like wow, that is super potent. Yeah, they can smell it. I think if if we could make cats care about it, they probably would make really good like tracking animals. There's a lady that actually has a like a search and rescue cat that she trained, and it helped. She uses the cat to find other missing cats, and supposedly she's been really successful with it. Um, Really interested in learning more about how she did that because um, I guess you'd have to have a cat that was willing to do it in the first place, but I'd like to know how she did that because if anybody loses their cat, it'd be really nice to be able to go out and help them find it. Yeah, cats are just cool. This is true. Yeah, it is interesting, but I have no idea how she did it. I was looking at her channel. She only has a handful of videos up, and a handful of videos about the cat. And so I don't know how she does it, but I'll have to go back. I found her randomly, and then just got busy and wasn't able to go back and finish watching all the videos. But it was really cool how the cat works. It'll alert her when it's found something, and they were able to find cats that were lost that were even far away because the cat, cats, sometimes when cats get out, they wander like a mile or two away from their home, and then they can get lost if they get like they even, not her specifically, but somebody a long long time ago found one of their cats like 2 hours like a 2 hour drive away from their home because the cat had crawled into a truck and then the truck left and drove to another city, and the cat hopped out, and that's where they found their cat, like over a 2 hour drive away. So, and a cat can hide in a truck pretty easy, whereas dogs tend to make more noise. I think that's why most people notice the dog, whereas a cat gets scared and hides, and they end up traveling all over the world by accident. Yeah, cats travel hundreds of miles to find the owners. Yep, and they have to like cross like highways and stuff. I mean, it's just scary. It's very scary. Well, I'm gonna put this in the oven. While actually, I gotta put it in. Can't put it in the oven. I have something in there. I'm gonna put it Somewhere else. I'm gonna put it. Oh, Wanda. When I was talking about when you mentioned the thing, there was what was it you made? You put something. You made something with the resin, and you put it on the heat pad. It was the cross, wasn't it? The cross that like didn't quite cure. What I was thinking, because I'm gonna have to do that with this soap, is you could put it on like if this was the heat pad, maybe you understood what I was saying, but I feel like when I write the comments, I'm not making sense. But anyways, you put it on the heat pad, right? And then you take something else, like a cardboard box, and of course, do I have one? One that I trust? Let's see. This one might work. No, that's not gonna work. But basically, you just put the cardboard box like over the top, so it makes like a little hut, and then that way the heat pad will warm up the air inside the box, and then so that way the top and the bottom will cure more evenly. Maybe would that work? Oh, thank you for deleting those chats. You lost a cat that got in a trunk of your sister's car. Oh no, how sad. Yeah, that would be horrible. Hopefully the cat's okay, but geez, that's heartbreaking. They do have an amazing tracking system. It's true. Yeah, I don't know why people come in here and put that spam. That's why I have the slow chat set up to 5 seconds, because usually those bots, they come in and they'll spam so fast that you can't stop them. You use too much mica. There's no such thing. At least I feel like there's no such thing as too much mica. 1 second. Sorry, I keep coughing for some reason. My throat is getting dry. I think that's what it is. But yeah, that's I've done that for soap before, where I put the heat pad and then put the box around it just so that it'll get more even heat. Um, Look at this, already solid. It'll probably, if it goes through gel phase, it'll kind of liquefy again. So I probably shouldn't do that in case it's in the middle of gel phase or something. But it is pretty cool in here. So I'm gonna cover this so that it can warm evenly. In fact, I could probably do that with this if I can get a box bigger than this and do it like that, so that it can all get gelled at once. But I'm gonna go do that, and we will make one of the food scents. What day is it today? Monday. On Thursday, we'll do another food scent, and either hopefully I'll be able to do like a color swirled in, or we could even do layers maybe, or like I was suggesting, the fading from like light to dark brown, depending on which one we make. And maybe we can make something with the new molds that Wanda sent me. Make some what do you call them? Um, a thinner batter that will, basically, I just have to be careful not to overmix it, because once you overblend it, it starts to thicken faster and faster. So as long as I do it at like a thinner trace, then it should get down into all the design, and then we'll pop that out and on the following video and see how those turned out, because I think those will be really pretty. So everybody have a great night, and I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It was great. And thank you, Wanda, for the molds. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I'll see you all soon.